welcome to our lesson. Today we're going to talk about pronouns. So if you want to know what pronouns is, you should watch the video. Let's get started.
First, we'll start with the question: what is a pronoun? A pronoun is defined as a word or phrase that uses substitution for a noun, which is known as a pronouns and synonyms. Pronouns are short words and can do everything that nouns can do. Pronouns are one of the building blocks of a sentence. So, of course, you know that common pronouns are he, she, you, me, I, we, us, his, them, and that. So, a pronoun acts as a subject, direct object, indirect object, object of prepositions, and more, and takes the place of any person, place, animal, or thing. Without pronouns, we constantly have to repeat nouns, and that would make our speech and writing repetitive and tonation cumbersome. Now, without pronouns, you can see in this example, Barbara drinks a cup of coffee every afternoon, and she likes to have it before dinner would be Barbara drinks a cup of coffee every afternoon, and Barbara likes to have the cup of coffee before dinner. So, using pronouns help the flow of a sentence and make them more interesting. We have 7 types of pronouns. They are personal pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, interrogative pronouns, relative, indefinite, reflexive, and of course possessive pronouns.
So guys, our first type of pronoun is possessive pronoun. If you know what a pronoun is, you can probably figure out what a possessive pronoun is. And like all pronouns, this type of pronoun replaces nouns in a sentence. And this pronoun expresses possession, ownership, and origin, relationship, and etc. in a sentences, of course. And the examples of this pronoun is mine, yours, his, yours, ours, and theirs. So let's look into these sentences. Here, that toy on the shelf is mine. Mine is here possessive pronoun. All of the houses in our neighborhood look the same, but ours is the only one that with the only satellite dish. And Wendy and Ronald separated the French fries into 2 piles. The left one was hers and the right one was his. Here, of course, his and yours are possessive pronouns.
So our next type of pronouns is reflexive pronouns. So in the English grammar, reflexive pronouns indicate the person who is realizing the action of the verb is also recipient of the action. When object and subject in the sentence refer to the same person or thing, we use reflexive pronouns. And there are 9 English reflexive pronouns are myself, yourself, himself, herself, oneself, itself, or ourselves, and yourselves, and themselves. And a reflexive pronoun is used when something does something to itself. For example, I was in a hurry, so I washed the car myself. You're going to have to drive yourself to school today. That car is in the class all by itself.
So our next type of pronoun is personal pronoun. Personal pronouns are used to replace people, places, and things in order to make sentences shorter and clearer. And it's also typically used to refer to a speaker that people or things referring to. And it only replaces nouns, non-other parts of speech like verbs or adjectives. And here examples of personal pronoun: I, you, she, he, we, they, and others. So let's look into the sentences. I'm afraid of mice. Here, I is personal pronoun. The toaster gets really hot when it heats bread. My cats are friendly, so you can safely pet them. And here, the words which are underlined there are called personal pronouns.
Type of pronouns is indefinite pronouns. So what is indefinite pronouns is? With indefinite pronouns refer a thing or people without saying exactly who or what they are. We use pronouns ending one or body for people and ending thing for things. And there are most common ones are partitives such as all, any, anyone, each, everybody, nobody, and the universal such as like both, all, each. And here's some examples for indefinite pronouns. A classic is something that everybody wants to have. And somebody asked me my sandwich. No one wants to hear about my health problems. And in negative clause, we don't use any, we use no. We don't say anybody didn't come. We say nobody came.
So the next type of pronoun is relative pronoun. It's a pronoun that marks a relative clause. And it also connects dependent clause to indefinite clause. And here you might be confused on what's the meaning of these words. And let's look into this sentence. Jeff is a friend who is always there for me. Here, Jeff is a friend is an indefinite clause, since it can stand alone without like any other sentences. And who is always there for me is a dependent clause, since it's like directly dependent on the first sentence. Jeff is a friend. And examples of relative pronoun is who, whom, which, what, and that. And examples of sentences. I need to find a person who can read Swedish. Here, who is a relative pronoun. She doesn't want to eat a meal that's too spicy. And this Google chance on cliffhanger is really exciting. And here, which and that are relative pronouns.
That choice is ours.
Ours is possessive pronoun.
Oh, what's that?
It's just a door. That is demonstrative pronoun.
In my mind, comparing yourself to your competitors or anyone else.
Anyone is indefinite pronoun.
Took me years to figure out what actually happened.
Me, it's personal pronoun. Great, so that was everything for this lesson. We hope it was useful for you. So thank you for watching our lesson.